What's up guys? In this video, I'm going to be adding a 2-inch leveling kit to the front of my Chevy Silverado. This is a 2007, so it should be there to about 2013, I'm pretty sure. The brand I went with is Rough Country. Pretty good, cheap, and I like this red anodized that they did. So, very important thing to say. If you have a 2-wheel drive in the back, the regular bolts and everything will fit for you. But if you have a 4-wheel drive like I do, there was one spot that I ran into where a bolt was actually hitting the CV axle. Now, I don't want to take the whole thing apart. I just want to do 2 bolts. That's it. So I'll show you how to do that. Now, when we get to putting the bolts in, I'm actually going to put this bolt this way and not this way like they recommend. And the reason why is because if you're to do it with this one going up, you'll hit the CV axle. And I'm not taking that out to put this in. So what you're going to want to do is go to a hardware store. If you have a Menards, this will be the part number 88351, a 10 millimeter with a 1.5 pitch by 80 millimeters long. It'll be a hex cap screw, and it is also the same rating as these. It's fully threaded. I did have a little bit of a shorter one, but I didn't want to do that because it was only going halfway through this nut and I didn't feel like it had enough bite. This one does a great job and it doesn't hit the CV axle. It's actually a little bit shorter. Some of the tools you're gonna want is something like this, like a pry bar, because we're gonna be using it to pry stuff and move. Flathead screwdriver, maybe 2 of them, a little bit smaller. To get the clips off of the old part. A torque wrench. I got mine from Harbor Freight for about 14 bucks. A pair of 15 millimeter short and long socket, 17 millimeter short and long. A drill if you have one. A 17 millimeter wrench because we're gonna need that to tighten up the bolts after we get the new part in. I did the driver's side and the wheel is almost to the ground. Unlike the passenger side, it's still up. So the 2-inch really makes a difference. And I made sure that everything was fine before I put it all back together. What we're gonna have to do is jack the truck up, take the front wheels off, and then we'll start messing with some of the suspension. Put the e-brake down, and then we'll also add a wheel chock behind this. Gotta remember, safety first. So this is where the spacers are gonna go. We'll take these 2 bolts off and hopefully try to push this whole setup down so we can just slide them in real quick and then use a jack to jack it up possibly. They want you to loosen up a lot of stuff, which I don't really want to do, and I want to see if we can get it just with that. I know this is broke. I need a new one of those. So the 2 bolts right here are 15s. I'm gonna add a little bit of PB Blaster to this bolt right here. Help it glide smoother. Okay, so we got the bolts on the bottom out. All right, so we can push this down with our body. Now we just want to pop these clips off because we're not going to be using them anymore. We're going to want to install it this way, like this. So I had to jack the assembly up to kind of level it with the Rough Country. So we're gonna add a washer to the top of this before we install it, and then we'll add a washer at the bottom with the nut. For this side, this is the room we're working with. That axle's right above it, so we're gonna go ahead and tap it up a little bit and then put the washer and nut in there. So right here. And then put the washer on the bottom too, because the bolt is down there. That's what that one looks like in that one. You probably don't have to do this, but this is how I'm gonna do it just because I don't want to take everything apart. It's just kind of to make it easier and quick. I don't think that will rub on the CV axle when we tighten it up, but we'll see. So we got that bottom one. Yeah, that bolt's definitely hitting the CV axle. You can see the mark right there. So we'll have to back that out. So we probably need about, I'd say, a couple threads down. Right there would be pretty safe. So we're gonna go to the hardware store and try to find a shorter one. Back from the hardware store, and I did find a bolt that will work for this, so we don't hit the CV axle like we were with the bolts that they provided. So that problem is fixed. But yeah, so this is how I'm gonna do it for my setup. I would suggest if you have four-wheel drive to do the same thing. It shouldn't cause any issue. As long as we tighten the bolts, we should be fine. And what they recommend is 30 to 35 foot-pounds. If you don't have a torque wrench, but you have a Harbor Freight in your city, you can run there and get one of these Pittsburgh torque wrenches. They do pretty good. This is my second one, but you're gonna wanna buy one, and it doesn't have to be too expensive. Just like that. Pretty cool. So we're gonna set it to 35. There we go. Now we're at 35. If you know how to use these, then you'd already know. If you don't, basically you screw it to where the number matches up, and it has like 0 through 4 to 0, which is basically 5 and 5. There we go. It says not to over tighten them, so we'll just give it a couple little pushes, make sure it's good, and that's it. So we have the driver's side done, and I do have the jack underneath the suspension to mimic the wheel being on the ground, and as you can see, we're still not hitting, so that will be perfectly fine. So right here are the 2 bolts we're going to be loosening up. I'm just going to spray them with some PB Blaster so that they'll come out easy. Now, in a different video, they want you to take all of this apart, and I'm not doing that. And this is supposed to be quick and easy for you guys. And when it get to this part, that's where it's going to get a little bit harder, but that's okay. I got a solution for you. All right, so that's 2 15s, one on the bottom and one on the top. Now I'm not saying it's easy, but that's how far I had to extend it, and I was pushing my stomach and my weight and reaching in there to get it. You might want someone to help you with this part. So from there, I'm gonna try to line up that bottom one. Basically, just try to use the bolts to line them up. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just put the bolt on. I'm not tightening it or anything. I just wanna make sure it stays in there when we're trying to adjust the other side. And we're gonna be flipping that. So before we do all this, you're gonna wanna put this on. So when we have a little bit of it showing, we can just kinda use the hammer and tap it up some. So we'll put our washer right there. And then we're gonna put our bolt on top. Going yet, hold it and then just tap the bolt so that we have enough thread to catch. We go ahead, caught a little bit of it, and we can go ahead and hammer it up more. There we go. So now that that's in, so with the bolt all the way up, it's gonna hit the axle, but that's okay because as you can see, it's going down and we're all the way up. Next, we're gonna grab our 17 socket and then our 17 wrench. And we'll tighten that. Now I'm not gonna tighten it all the way because we still have to get the other side. But as you can see, we're not hitting the CB axle at all. So you can spin it by hand and you can see we're not hitting, which will be okay. Now we got the right way. I'm gonna go ahead and hammer that in. Just like that. Put our washer on the bottom and then our bolt on the bottom. Tighten that. So right here, we're gonna go ahead and put our 17 on this one. And we'll tighten that too. All right, now that we're done with that, you can just move the wheel back and pull it right out. Perfect. Now I'm gonna jack this up and drop it. Here we go for the reveal. Does it look good? It looks higher. We're gonna go ahead and take it for a ride and see if it levels out or not. And I'm gonna take these bolts back. One thing to keep in mind, if you buy bolts to try anything out, or like any parts store where you get a part and you don't know if you want it, always pay in cash so that when you take it back, they'll give you cash back instead of using your card and then it takes like a day or two to go back to your card. Got some new LED high beams and low beams and fog lights that I'll be putting on in a video. You'll have to check that out. I always hate pulling out because right on the side is literally a side where people just come flying out, and I feel like I'm gonna get hit sometime, which I don't want to get hit because I love this truck and my Infiniti. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a little sensor back there that lets you know how close you are to vehicles. Pretty cool. Honest opinion, it feels like I'm sitting higher. It just feels better. Honestly, I like it. All right guys, so I just took the bolts back. Looks really cool, especially from a distance. You can see that they're level now. You can actually see the little red spacers in here. Right there. I definitely need to get new brakes or paint them red so that everything matches. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think, if that helps, or if you found an easier way. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be the easiest way for the four-wheel drive guys. So that's about it. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. So like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I have some more stuff coming. And thank you for watching.